The world of Novus is calling for help. Its people in desperate need of courageous heroes and adventurers to fight back against the dangerous animals and creatures that are ravaging the land. Only now, over a century after the devastating magical maelstrom changed the realm forever, are true champions emerging from the ranks of brave souls trying to protect the lands. In Legends of Novus.
Okay, we are ready to start the game, and here we are in a vase. So the first thing we're going to do is our preparation phase, and we are going to take our dagger into our hand. We are going to go count up how much experience we have, which is 3. That gives me +1. +2 is 3. Plus the dagger gives me 4. So we're on the 4 on the combat phase. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the adventure phase. And with the adventure phase, we will take our token. This reminds us that we have to move off next turn. At this point in time, we are going to turn over the first card of our adventure deck. And it is an encounter card. So basically, what we're going to do, if we didn't find the encounter, we would put the adventure card in our hand and then draw another card. But in this case, we have an encounter card. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw the first encounter. And we draw a humanoid. So we're going to get +1 chess, +10 gold to defeat. If you have less than 8 experience, you suffer -1 for this battle. So at this point, our battle score would be 4. Because we would not be able to take advantage of our dagger, which gives us +1. So really we're just the base plus the 3, which is the 1, plus that is 2, which is 4. So we are 3 against 4, and we're going to roll our dice. We are going to roll the blue dice, because blue is Vin's color. We roll a 10. He rolls a 9. So 14 versus 12, we win. Whew. A tough battle, because that was damn close. So we're going to look here, and we're going to get 2 victory points. That takes us up to 4 or 5. So we haven't crossed over to the next one yet. We are going to get 10 gold. If we can find the 10 gold, there's 10 gold. Because we did an explore action in a city, because we are a thief, we actually get 25 gold. And because we're in vase, we get an extra 10. So we've done pretty well at this point. We are sitting at 55 gold. And we are going to put our humanoid away. And that is the end of our turn. We are in the resolve phase. So that is the end. Now what we can do in the resolve phase, I believe, is to buy back an experience point. So during our recovery phase, we can gain an experience point for 50 gold. And I'm thinking that that's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to take 25, 35, 45, 55. Will give us 1 more experience, which is 6. And this is going to put us into the +2, which is good. And we need to find 5 change. Dun, 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 dun. Cha-ching, 5. So we're broke, but we're good. We are back to the preparation phase, which is absolutely, we can't do anything. We can't play a card. So we have a choice of either we have to travel. We can move up to 2 travel spots. So we're going to go to the flooded plains. 1, 2. Now in the flooded plains, if we looked in our book, we have to stop here. That is what happens here. It's a flooded plain. It's marshy. We get bogged down, so we have to stop here. What we're going to do is we're going to roll our travel dice to see what we're going to wind up having to do here. So let's roll that. And we have a extra move, but we can't actually move because we have to stop here. So that didn't help us. By the way, this is turn 2. And we are finished here. We are back to the preparation phase. As you can see, we are going to explore because we need to explore as much as we can. So we're going to put that down to explore. Remember, the purple meeple is our Vin guy. We are going to take a adventure card as per the explore action. Flip over the top of the adventure deck. So we're going to do that. What is that going to be? And that's an encounter. I don't know what that's doing there. Medium treasure. So at the beginning of any phase, we can hand that in. So we don't have to worry about that. If you have not faced an encounter this turn, you may draw either a adventure card or a reward card. So we did. It was not an adventure card, so we put it into our hand. So we can draw another encounter card, an adventure card, or a reward card. That's kind of tough early on. I almost want to go with a reward card, but I want experience. But let's go with a reward card. Whoops, that is a beastie. The reward card is a large treasure. And we will put that in our hand. At the end of our resolve phase, I am going to take our treasure and turn it into gold for 25. And that is the end of our turn. That is turn 2. Now we're going to go turn. That was turn 3. So we're going to go down to turn 4. I think we're going to go down to. We're not quite. I really want to get the Vansk here. So I think what's going to happen is we're going to go to the. We're going to move our 2. So this will be a travel phase. And we're going to go. We have a preparation phase. We really don't have we can turn in this card for 10 if we like. Don't have enough for a point. So we're going to now travel. Just to show you how we're going to travel. We'll take our little marker back. And we are now on the Ridges of Kadar. So the Ridges of Kadar tells us that if you face an encounter on the turn which you traveled to or past the Ridges of Kadar, you gain +2 on all combat rolls this turn. So we're going to stop, and then we're going to roll our encounter dice. And we have the little sunshine. That means we're going to draw an adventure card. And it's insightful moment. You gain double the cards on your next encounter, creature, or battle. If you lose the battle, you do not lose any experience. We have landed on the Ridges of Kadar. So we're going to stop at Kadar. So our goes, oh, I'm here, my feet hurt. He is going to explore, because we do want to explore more. So he's going to take his encounter, and he's going to put it up on the Kadar. Our preparation phase, of course, we really have nothing we can do at this point. We are going to draw an adventure card, because we are doing an encounter here. It is an encounter. There we go. So we have another encounter. So we do have to draw a encounter. Oh, and we have a feral wolf. If feral wolf gains +1 if you don't have a weapon, we have a weapon. He's rather weak. We will get a. If we defeat him, we will get a victory point. It's only 3. We have. If we look at our battles, so when we add this up, his base is +2. For his experience is +2. For his weapon is 5. And we did have that one experience from the humanoid, which was 2, which gave us up to 6 when we beat that monster. So in fact, we're going to have 7 through this. Actually, we're going to have 7. That's right, 7. So I had to do a quick calculation. So how we do our combat, of course, is that our base is 2, plus 2 for our experience. We had plus 1 because we killed that monster, and we have to have plus 1 for the dagger, which just gives us 6. Plus, when we use our dagger, we get 7. So it's really 7 to his 3. Again, we're going to roll that blue dice. We have 10, 17 to 13. We are clear winners. We are going to get another experience point for that. And that is what we get for that particular card. Since we have faced an encounter, we actually get plus 2 because we're here. No, we traveled here. So we don't get the plus 2, and we don't get to pick a reward card or a adventure card because we hit an encounter during that phase. So we are now into the next phase. We have a preparation phase. And I think what we're going to do... No, we're going to leave that. So what now we're going to do is back to a movement phase. And it's time to go to Ice River. So we're going to move 2. 1, 2. We are now in Ice River. And it is the travel phase. We are certainly going to do a roll our dice. I have just rolled an encounter. So before we see what Ice River tells us what to do, we're going to draw the next encounter. And it is a zombie horde. 1 experience, it's a 5. You gain plus 3 against the zombie horde if you're going to try to run away. Curse, if you are defeated, attach this card to the skill slot of a curse. Each time you would gain experience, you gain 1 less experience. So it is they're 5, we're at 7. Wow, this is going to be a tough one for us. So let's move it on if we can. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to play not this battle. And I'm not going to fight the zombie horde, and we're going to have to take the next encounter. Hopefully it's something simpler. Whew. It is a feral wolf. Oh, sorry, it is a mesmeric imp. Discard a card from your hand at random immediately. Well, that is the only card I have. I get 1 treasure, 1 reward or loot. It is a flying creature, and it's 1 experience in 3. So now we're going to roll. See what happens here. I have a 7. He has a 3. So I have 7 plus 5 is 12. He has 3 plus 3 is 6. We win. We're going to get one more experience, which puts us to 8.
Oh my.
We are going to get a loot card. And we have Brooch of Flying. So we're going to gain an extra movement. And you may ignore travel effects for location, and it gives us a plus 3 to flee. So I'm assuming that plus 3 on our flee roll, which is 6. So it makes us harder to flee, it looks like. But that might be worthwhile. So we have moved into our Ice River. Let's just see what Ice River tells us to do. It says travel. If you face an encounter on the turn in which you travel to our Ice River, you suffer -2 to all combat rolls. Well, he had a 6, and I had 12, so that didn't really affect us at all. So we are done at Ice River for now. We are into our preparation phase. So I don't know if I'm going to encounter here. What I'm going to do first, though, is I am going to add our flying brooch. I don't think I will. We'll just leave it in the cart for now. We're going to do another move. We've done our preparation phase. I could buy something. We'll go to Dansk. 1, 2. And that is I believe that is our actual city that we're from. Let's just see what it says here. Okay, it says, the first time you visit this location, if you are a thief class, you gain +2 experience and draw a reward card. Well, that's good, but the first thing we actually have to do is roll our dice of travel. And we pick up a 10, which is nice. Then we can trigger what the city says, which says basically I'm going to get +2 experience for being here for the first time. That takes us to 8 experience. We are still only +2, so that doesn't affect us. That is the end of the turn. We've interacted the first time we've traveled here. What we're going to do now is our preparation phase. I am not going to use a flying brooch. And it's the beginning of my phase, so I am actually going to buy I'm not going to buy an experience point yet because there's no sense because I'm not going to do anything. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to encounter. So we are in the adventure. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. Oh! It is Master of Weapons. As long as you have a two-handed weapon equipped or a weapon in each hand equipped, you gain an additional +1. Well, that would be absolutely wonderful. It is a skill. But unfortunately, I do not have a two-handed weapon, and I don't have another one-handed weapon. As we know, I can pick another adventure card, or I can get a reward card. This is a tough decision because I would love to get something that's going to give me more reward. So I am going to take a reward card. And by the way, we are actually on the 6th turn. I am been errant about doing what I'm doing here. So we're going to take a reward card and hope it's something we can use. And it is a Rogue's Mail. And it gives us +3 to escape. And you cannot be reduced. Your shields cannot be reduced by a creature's ability. This cannot be destroyed. That is the end of the turn. We're on the preparation phase, as you know. I can move that to our card here. We do have to move. I don't believe we're quite ready to move to Ice Flow to kill one of these two. I need a 9. So we might try to get up to a city, perhaps. So now that we're on Dansk, we want to make our way up to the Gold Coast. We can move 2, because we didn't put the brooch there. I thought we could move 3, but we cannot 2. So we're going to move back to Ice River. So I think we're going to stick in this area and just move back and forth between some of these locations, just because I want to build up enough to take out these two. And we're not quite there. So I think what we're going to do is move to the Abandoned Wasteland. Then what we're going to do is roll our dice. Let's see what we get here. We got an encounter. So we are going to draw the top card of our encounter deck. We've just traveled here. Oh my god, it's an undead. Death's Grip, add your experience. If this result is less than 12, you immediately lose 2 experience. 1, 2, that because our experience is less than 12. Okay. Well, that didn't affect necessarily our points, so we're still sitting at a 10. And versus an undead creature, that's demons. Let me just see. I think the gloves are worth demons. Okay, that's not it. No. Oh, oh, never mind. And so the undead. Wahaha. So we're going to roll our dice. We have a 10. He has a 6. So we're going to roll, and we actually have 11 because of our dagger. So we're going to roll our dice. So we have 5. We have 5 plus 11 is 16. He has an 8 plus 6 is 14. Fortunately, that was close, but we win. We are going to get 3 experience. So we made back those at least those 3 back. And we are going to get a victory treasure. Loot. Oh, the Mask of Minefield. You may lose -1 once per turn. If you do that, draw a encounter or a adventure or a reward card. Very nice. And it gives us 2 more. So we are here at the Abandoned. It is a explorer action, and if we do an explorer or an encounter, he should have had +2 actually. So I would have had 11 is 18. He would have 8 plus, what was he? A 6 is 14. So he would have got 16. Fortunately, I had 18. So we are still good. I have to remember some of these things. Boy, we may encounter here, but especially if they're undead. First thing we're going to do, though, is I am going to put my mask on. You can see I can.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Here. So at 10 experience, and I forgot about this completely, everybody, and I am sorry. You get so into the game that sometimes you forget the little tiny rules. And there are little tiny rules in here that, if you don't have it in your mind to ask that question, you miss it. But what I forgot to do at 10 is you're allowed to actually change your class from the basic class to one of the advanced classes.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
Use this mask because it has this symbol here. And actually I cannot use these gloves actually. So we're going to take back those two, which doesn't really matter. So I am going to put my mask on. That's going to leave us right where we are. I could not actually use the gloves. So what I should have probably have done is use the Aurora Blessed Water, but we'll just leave that off for now. We're going to have to think about selling cards in a minute, and I think we're going to do that. So we are going to be on our 10th turn. So that was a mistake on my part. I have to be aware of these icons on the side and make sure that I can actually use them. So we are good, but unfortunately that was just a mistake on my part. So we're in the preparation phase. I can't actually at this point, actually I could have played that. Sorry, I am sorry because it's a hand. I thought it was never mind. I haven't played this in quite a long time. As you can see, this is just a hand icon, so it doesn't really matter. So we are good, and actually we get that, we'll take our +2 experience back. So we are at 12, which puts us at 3, so we're going to gain another battle. Whew. There's a lot of stuff going on in here. I am going to put our blessed in our scroll spot, which will give us +5 against demon. Unfortunately, these are not a weapon. So anyway, so we are going to, I think we're going to spend, we have 25, and we're going to spend it, I think, for another, let's go for an adventure card, because we can do that in our preparation phase. So we have drawn the Curse of the Crow. Well, that wasn't sporting. Place it on the character board. You suffer -2 penalty experience penalty as long as you curse is in place. I'm assuming that it just goes down by 2. 1, 2. What I'm going to do, just so that we can remember where it was, because I don't want to count up everything again, is we're just going to put that green right here, and we're going to move that up as max. So think of that as max experience. Whoops, and my board's just a little crooked here. Think of it as max experience. And this is our current level 10. So we've dropped down, so we're actually going to lose our combat. And we're going to have to figure out how to get rid of the curse. There's an altar down here. So we're going to move. Yay for us. So we are ready for our preparation phase. That was our preparation phase. We are going to travel to the ridges. 1, 2. We have to put our travel dice together. And it's an extra movement. So we're going to go to Braille. This goes up to 10. You can see we're really not getting any quests. We are now Braille. We're not in the city, so I can't sell it, but I can keep it. I can't use it because it's for a wizard only. So we are going to move down to Ice River. 1, 2 during our movement phase. We are going to roll our movement dice. We will draw an adventure card. It's an encounter. Nice. I suppose that's nice. Whew. And I believe in the Ice River we suffer a -2. You would think, it's a pity that I don't have a bigger or smaller, because I keep looking these things up. Ice River, -2 to all combat rolls. We already beat this wolf, so this is our next encounter. It is a ghoul. Paralyzed. If you roll less than a 6, suffer a -3. So we have to roll a dice, and if we roll less than 6, we're going to be -3 in our combat. No. So we want less than, does it say? Less than 6. It doesn't say less than equal to 6. It says less than 6, so 5 or below. Reroll a 3. We are -3 in combat. So what we're going to do is do this and go 1, 2, 3. So this is the max combat. Oh, this is deadly. Now we're going to roll. I have a 8 to his 6. Ouch. So I rolled a 2 plus my 8 is 10, and his 6 plus 6 is 12, and that I lose. So I am going to lose 3 experience. 1, 2, 3, 10, which takes us back down to 2. So if we go to our max now, there, we're back down to 10. So we're bound down to our +2. So let's go. We're going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we are on 10. Okay, that did not go well for us. These things happen. Well, we've got enough cards. We're still going to go here. So we're going to go 1, 2. We're going to travel. I'm assuming that the travel roll is the travel roll. So we're going to still do this, which is a adventure card. It is the element of evil strikes. If this card is drawn or revealed at any point, set it aside. The acting player must take the Israxlix token and place it at their current location. The location is destroyed, and only explore action that you can take place in this location is to battle Esrix in the evil element evil. He is the ultimate yucky battle. So that pretty much interesting. So that comes out there. So I'm assuming this is an interesting rule, and Wes can tell me when he reviews this, is that I assume if it's destroyed, this guy is gone. I have lost the ability to do this. So I cannot encounter him because he is a 30 monster. And we moved up there, so the best next thing we can do is try to get him at 16. But wow, that's going to be a tough one for us. Let's just take a look here. And we moved on to that space at turn 17. This ice giant is a hailstorm. Wow, you automatically lose the first round of battle. Oh my gosh. Well, and we really are not in a spot where we can do that. Let's just see. Well, let's just see. Add your experience. So I'm only at 10, so it's pretty bad. I don't have enough experience, I don't think. Oh, well, and I can't really afford to kill him. So we are going to move on and maybe try to get going here. Turn 18. Well, we're going to go up to Vase City, I think, and do some selling. 1, 2. We're going to throw the encounter die. I haven't even gotten a quest yet in this game. We get extra dice so we can move. That's great. There's nothing to encounter here. So we are good. We're not going to explore. So we're going to do another travel phase. 1, 2. Back to Vase City. We get an adventure card. And it is a precise strike when a player or creature... choose a player or creature to gain +5 for 1 turn. That is excellent. We might be able to do something about that But I don't know if we can actually do him yet. Because what does it say for him to do? It says add your experience. Oh, well, we can try to do the bug here. Let's do what's the bug say? Vision Strike. Add your experience. If the result is less than 25, you must destroy one equipment reward card. You must roll 2 dice for your combat roll. Take the lower number. Ooh. It's a possibility. It's close, but we might want to do something like that. We only have to, it doesn't say equipped. Oh, and equipped. We could lose the, well, I think we're okay if we do that. So let's, we're in the city. We've rolled our encounter, which really didn't really help us at all. So, other than give us an adventure. So if you take that, I'm not quite sure. I don't have, the max hand is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, choose a player the next time they will travel. Adventure phase gain +3. I don't think I care about that card anyway. I think the max hand is 5. It is now my next turn. We are going to explore Vase City. So we are going to take a adventure card. Quest for Vengeance. You may only play this quest in Advanced City of the Shadows. You must pay 25 to use this card. Gain 3 experience. So we've got a quest. Yay. This would be our turn 19. We can sell cards. So I'm going to sell this for 25. And then because we didn't... and because we didn't have an encounter... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take a large shield. I don't think we really want it. So we're done. What I'm going to do then is to come to the top of the phase, which is the, because we had explored that. Oh, and we explored it, which means we do this. And we can take 25 for that as well. And an extra 10, which is good. We'll get to the end of the phase, which I'll spend 50 to give myself another experience, though that doesn't, which pushes us back up to that 11 mark, which is good. Then we certainly have to do our preparation phase. So before we do that, though, it doesn't say anything about what phase to sell that in, so I'm going to sell that for 10. So I'm going to sell that for another 25. Oh, and I should have 25 from the last one. There we are. And then we are ready to move on. We could play cards. The quest, we have to get down to Vansk. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over to here. And we're going to travel. So this is turn 20. So I don't think we're really going to make this. This is a really tough game solo-wise. So we're going to roll a... we are going to take a roll of our dice. Dum, dum, dum. And it is an extra travel, which is useless to us. That is fine. We have done our turn. We are coming to turn 21. We haven't done anything. So we are going to try to attack this monster. Here he is. Viscous Strike. Add your experience. If this result is less than 25, you must destroy one equipment reward card. Equipped reward card, that is. He is a 15. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to roll a dice and see whether or not our experience is less. So our experience is 11. It's 25. There's no hope in hell. 1. That's basically a critical fail anyway. So we're not going to actually do that. We have to lose 1 reward. So we're going to lose the Blessed Water. So we are going to use this event though. Choose a player to gain +10 against a dragon or monstrosity this turn. So we are going to go up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to 21. So we're going to use our hunting lance. According to the rules, nothing is stopping me from using this event. Because he has a 15 and I only have a 20. So you know what? I'm going to use this event too to give myself another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are now ready to fight the Cyrus the Scorpio Spider. So he is at 15 and I am at, with my events, 26. Whew. I roll a 3. 3 plus 26 is 29. He is a 6 plus 15 is 21. Clearly, I have now beaten the first monster. I need 3, so we've clearly beaten him. We'll just put that up here to remind us that we have beaten him. We get 4 experience. 1, 2, 3, 4. That takes us to 15. Of course, now we're back to our normal. We also get 3 loot cards. And 3. Interesting. Well, one of the things we're going to do is at the beginning of any phase of my turn, we are down into the resolve phase. We are actually going to get rid of the small treasure for 5 gold. And that is the end of our turn. It is now our turn again. I blew everything on that one guy. We are now on to turn 22. I am going to move one space, only because I want to get the vase. So we are going to go to the city. We do have to do our encounter card because we traveled. So what happens to us in our travels? We have a loot. Another potion of strength. However, because we're in the city, we are going to sell this for 15 and 5, so we're going to sell that for 20. So we have 50. Shouldn't have, that's a 10. Now the coins are a little small here. I should have used my bigger coins. I do have bigger coins laying around somewhere. There we are, 10. That's a 25 again. God. Okay, there's the 10 this time. There we are. We are in the Vase City. I don't believe we're going to explore there. So what we're going to do is get to our preparation phase or our resolve phase. I'm going to spend the 50 to give me 1 more experience. Takes me up to 16, which is going to give me 12. So all in all, I'm going to have about 13. That is the end of our turn. We are going to go to our beginning. I'm going to place my other potion in my other spell slot. We're going to take a stab at this guy because we have 2 strength potions. So, and then we're going to go to events. I'm going to have to move 1, 2. We're going to roll our travel dice. We have a reward. Well, that's good. It is a light helmet. Doesn't really offer us much protection, but that is all. That is the end of the turn. We're going to put ourselves up to turn 23. We're going to go 1, 2. We're going to roll our travel dice again. We can roll 1 more. Whew. We are in Dansk. Now, the special thing, of course, at Dansk is that this is my hometown. But what I can do is spend 25. Whoa, where's my quest? Oh, I must have done something with the quest. Hang on a sec. I put my quest in the garbage. There we are. I can spell 25 gold points. So I have 30 here. Sorry, I ditched my quest card into the discard pile, which I shouldn't have. Now I can put it in there. So I've beaten the quest. I get 3 experience at least. So that gives us 17, 18, 19. Okay, so we've done 1 quest. We have killed 1 monster. So we'll just put our quest card actually here under the monster. It is now turn 23. 1, 2. And I forgot that this monster is gone, because this was destroyed for the bigger monster. So we're going to go over here and take a stab at this poor guy and see what we can do here. So we're going to travel. It is an encounter. It is a giant spider. If you roll a 5 or less, you become trapped in a web. Your turn ends immediately. You may add your bonuses to this roll. Well, I don't believe I actually have any of those bonuses. So we're going to have to roll a 5 or less. This is not a defeat. The spider runs away. The turn ends immediately. So we will roll and see what we get. It is a giant spider. We roll a 9. Yay! We don't. He doesn't do anything to me. So we're going to fight the giant spider. He has a 5. I have a 9. I have 12, plus that is 13. He has only a 5. I have rolled a 9. He has rolled a 9. So 9 plus his is 14. 9 plus mine is 21. We've killed the spider. We're going to get 2 loot and 2 experience. Puts us to 21. So we're going to get another defense, I guess. And we get 2 loot cards. 1, 2. Okay, it is the end of our phase. It is our resolve phase. We are going to leave our helms behind, because we don't need our helms. And we're going to attack the ice giant. And this is turn 26. So this is our encounter at the ice flows. Let's just see whether or not we can do something with this guy. Where is he? There he is. He is a 16. First, we have to add our experience. If it's less than 20, you automatically lose the first round of battle. I don't know what that means. How can you automatically lose the first round? Oh, I just automatically lose, and then we skip to the next turn. Ooh. So this is the first round of battle. My experience. Oh, okay. Add your experience if the result is less than 20. Well, my experience is over 21. I roll a 6, so we're good. We are going to fight this guy. We are going to drink one of my potions. If you win a single round of battle this turn, you win the entire battle. So, again, just to show you, we are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That takes us to 18. Well, here we go. I have 18, he has 16. As long as I can have something bigger than him. I roll a 7, he rolls a 5. I have this dagger too, so I am at 19 plus 2, 19 plus my dagger that I use in combat is 20, 27. He is 21. So I win. So we actually win this guy. That is so cool. We got 2. And now it's time for our reward. We get 4 experience. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we get 3 loot. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. We are going to move on. We are now at... we are in the red. That is 26th turn, actually. So we have officially lost the game. So that is it. That is Legends of Novus. It's a fun game. I just think that you probably need 30 turns. So I don't know why maybe there's an errata that I missed the errata, and it should be 30 turns. It's possible then that I could possibly go after, this fiery dragon down here. Oh, Wow, that would be tough though. That would be tough. Let's just see. It's turn 27. 1, 2. Turn 28. 1, 2. Turn 29. 1, 2. Turn 30 would just get us there, and then we would not be able to fight him because turn 31 would be the encounter. So basically, that is it for Van. He did really well. I think I did better in this game than I did with the Druid the last time I played. But that is Legends of Novus. This is a great game. I love it. Let's do some final thoughts on it. So we're going to go up ahead, or go up to look at my head. Well, that was quite the game. Didn't take that long. It was not as long as I thought it was. Probably 30, 35 minutes. I don't know if I played optimally, and I don't know if I got every rule right. In fact, if I didn't, you will see the notes in my run through where I might have gotten it wrong. I may have lost count in the turns, so I could be up a turn or down a turn. I might have been able to do 30, win 30 if I was optimized perhaps, or was paying attention to more of the powers of the monsters. This was, the Crystal Caverns was like kind of a weird, okay, it got destroyed. The 30 monster came out, but I guess that gets rid of that smaller encounter there. That's the way I played it. Whether that was wrong or not, I am not sure. But overall, this is a fun solo game. Not a bad solo game. I don't know at 25 turns whether it's winnable. At 25 turns, I think, past 25 turns, I think there's 25 to 30. Maybe you won't be a super legend, but at least you'll be able to win the game. This is I've played a few times. I have yet to win with 25 turns as a solo player. I would love to try this multiplayer. I think either cooperatively perhaps, or with 4 others, just to see how because it becomes a race at that point for experience and whatnot. So that would be kind of neat. But all in all, this is a sleeper hit. This is a good little game, folks. Again, let me remind you that Wes is, I shouldn't say he because I know Wes, well, I know him on Facebook and we've chatted. He is working on a second printing with cards. Now, I don't know if there's an expansion. He didn't say that yet. Though I know the locations are going to go on poker-sized cards, which to me is going to be a bigger help than this the big book here. Let's just see if we can get this right. I can't. Yeah, there it is. The Legends, there it is. I got a green screen here, folks, so it gets washed out a little bit in the shininess of the light, but there's the Legends of Novus book, and I'm not looking at the right one. There we are, the location guide. Sorry for the green screen, folks. It's just the way, oh, there it is. So this is the location guide. The location guide is awkward, especially in solo play. Especially when you have a bad memory, can't remember squat, or as I like to say, CRS, can't remember shit. But all in all, fun game. Wes, I love it. I still love it. He had his Questros, die in the dungeon. I believe he's actually working on another game too, on a card narrative game. Again, shh. I think I mentioned it earlier. Don't tell Wes I told you, okay? Whatever you do, don't tell Wes I told you that. But that is all for now. If you like what you see in this playthrough or any of my videos, please hit the like. Subscribe. Please subscribe. I would love to have you as a subscription. I would love to have you as a subscriber, not a subscription. And then hit the notify if you want more of this. Please, comments. I would love to hear from you. I do reply to my comments. Sometimes it's a day or two, but I do reply to my comments. Also, please catch me up on Board Games for One, Board Game Revolution, Solo Board Gamers, Solo Board Games. Legends of Novus has its own page. I am there, and I actually posted today that I was doing this. So please say hello there. If you saw mistakes and you actually watched that, please comment here, and I'll put them in the Klingon channel. If you do it on Facebook, I may or may not see it. You know, Facebook is funny that way. So This is the adventures here in Novus. I am glad you're here.